Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to review a bit of an older movie. I'm planning to start reviewing some older movies along with new movies. And by older movies, I mean movies that came out before I did YouTube. Yeah, I wouldn't normally call a movie released 3 years ago old, but in terms of my channel, yeah, this is pretty old. Anyway, the movie I'm going to review today is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Released in 2023 by Illumination in collaboration with Nintendo, directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek, and starring Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Jack Black, and Keegan-Michael Key, this movie is based on Nintendo's iconic Mario games and characters. Initially rumored to be in development in 2014 following the Sony hacks, revealing that Sony Animation was trying to get the Mario rights for an animated movie, which never went through. Nintendo started to collaborate with Universal in 2015 for theme park attractions. It was through this partnership with that Nintendo was actually interested in a movie adaptation. They've always been wary of adaptations, especially Mario after the 1993 movie was a failure with critics and audiences. But I'm guessing Nintendo noticed Illumination's success with Despicable Me, as those movies would always gross a ton of money with low budgets. The movie was initially announced in January 2018, and was set to release in 2022, as while Illumination had other projects like Secret Life of Pets 2 and Minions: The Rise of Gru, the Mario movie was still a high priority for them. In 2021, it was revealed that Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, the creators of Teen Titans Go, were set to direct the movie. Also in 2021, the casting was announced in a direct, revealing that Chris Pratt was to play Mario, also revealing that Jack Black would play Bowser, Seth Rogen would play Donkey Kong, and Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario from 1991 to 2023, would cameo in the movie. The casting, especially Chris Pratt's Mario, was ridiculed online just because of the absurdity of the casting, or people wishing Charles voiced Mario in the movie. But it eventually died down, and we'll learn later that a different actor was far worse in their role in this movie. The movie was delayed from December 2022 to April 2023 to make sure their animation is top-notch, and spoiler alert, you can tell they put their A-game into this. The teaser was released in late 2022, showing Jack Black as Bowser and Chris Pratt as Mario, who, yeah, he does sound kind of weird in this clip.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
The movie opened in April 2023 to number 1 on the box office. It would go on to gross $1.3 billion and would be the second highest grossing movie of 2023, just behind Barbie. The film will get a sequel, which is coming out very soon, and a rumored Donkey Kong spinoff at some point as well. Now that I've talked about the history of this movie, I want to talk about what it was like when this movie was coming out. It's honestly kind of crazy to think that it was already 3 years ago at this point. I mean, I remember when the cast was announced. That was already 5 years ago. I even remember when the first trailer came out. I was walking home, and I was just watching it while walking home. Yeah. And then, like, the movie came out, and, there was some trailer for a movie with a peacock in it, and that was pretty, scary. I didn't really like when that happened. Yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good then, and then, of course, the Peaches song became viral, and that was really annoying. Yeah, that was very annoying, especially when everyone in real life was singing it. That was pretty annoying. But, yeah. Now I want to talk about the plot of this movie, now that I got both of those out of the way. I want to review it and give my thoughts on it. The film opens with Bowser attacking a penguin castle. The penguins are a deep-cut reference to the penguins from Mario 64. You know, the level with the baby everyone just threw. Also, I'm going to say deep-cut references a lot in this video, because there are a lot of deep-cut references in this movie. Yeah, they have a whole castle and an army of angry penguins, but Bowser destroys the castle and destroys the Penguin Kingdom. Why would he do this to the penguins? Why do you hate penguins so much? Just look at these things. Gotta love them. He steals a superstar, and then we cut to a commercial for Super Mario Bros. Plumbing, and another deep cut in this, as they use the theme for the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which is pretty crazy to hear. I thought Nintendo would have wanted everyone to forget those shows even happened. They're not even really that bad, like the Zelda cartoon or Hotel Mario. We then see them in the Punch-Out Pizzeria, another cool reference, and we see that they used to work for Wrecking Crew, another deep cut. We meet Spike. Why does he look like an evil version of Felix from Wreck-It Ralph in this? Why? They're tasked to deal with a plumbing problem, and the car breaks down, and we get this scene which is a reference to the original Mario game. Unfortunately, they use No Sleep Till Brooklyn in this, which highlights one of my biggest problems, is that they use way too much licensed music, because Hollywood still hasn't recovered from 80s nostalgia stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy and Stranger Things. I mean, did Balthazar Brad do the music for this movie? We see them visit a nice apartment which is having a plumbing problem. They fix it quickly, but their dog is mad and causes a massive mess in the bathroom, and the couple are not happy about it. They go home during family dinner, and their family makes fun of them for their commercial, and they even put mushrooms on the spaghetti, which Mario hates. He goes into his room and plays Kid Icarus, and then switches to the news, where we see Mayor Pauline, that they're saying that there's a flood going on downtown, and decide to help. Also, I found this line relatable.
Destiny is calling!
Destiny Del Vaccio from high school?
They go to the sewer, and they go inside, and they find this green pipe. They go in, and Mario and Luigi get trapped across the cosmos. Mario is sent to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi is sent to the Dark Lands. Mario visits the Mushroom Kingdom, and he meets Toad, who takes him to visit the planet. Meanwhile, Luigi is in the Dark Lands getting chased by Dry Bones, and is seemingly kidnapped by a bunch of Shy Guys. Back in the Mushroom Kingdom, Toad is taking Mario throughout town with many deep cuts, and he eventually takes him to the castle where we meet the Princess Peach. We find out that Bowser is taking over the planet. He's already destroyed the Penguin Castle from the opening, and another one we don't know about, and is headed towards the Mushroom Kingdom. Peach takes Mario to a training camp, which features some very fun references, but I don't like the use of holding out for a hero. It just didn't fit with the scene, in my opinion. Shrek 2 used that song way better. We then see that Luigi is being sent to Bowser and his minions. Not those minions, wrong Illumination movie. We see a brief flashback with baby Mario and Luigi, which I thought was cute. Mario, Peach, and Toad go on an adventure to find and save Luigi from Bowser. We see various references, including the Yoshi species. And then we get to that scene. You know the one I'm talking about. We see Bowser performing the worst love ballad I've ever heard. I hate this scene with a burning passion. It's so cringe just seeing this villain who is supposed to be scary singing this garbage, being an absolute simp. This is the worst casting for this movie. Don't get me wrong. I like Jack Black. I like Kung Fu Panda. And he prevented the Minecraft movie from being complete garbage. But he was severely miscast, and Bowser was turned into a creepy simp. They should have saved Jack Black for Wario. He would have been much better in that role. What do I need to say? Cringe scene, horrible song, terrible casting, terrible villain. That's all. Enough of this garbage. Anyway, Luigi is sent to the castle and tells Bowser about who Mario is, and is locked up, and we meet this Luma character who is very funny. Honestly, just her saying the most dark stuff was like in a cute voice. That did make me chuckle a little bit. They then go to the Donkey Kong country, and they race around while another 80s pop song plays. Why? They meet Cranky Kong, as they want his Kong army in the fight against Bowser, and Cranky decides Mario should fight his son Donkey, and then they will win. Mario fights Donkey Kong with a bunch of failed power-ups until Mario wins using the cat suit. The Kongs join them by building a bunch of carts. Basically, it's Mario Kart. We hear a bunch of Mario Kart music, and it's very cool, and then it switches to another 80s song. Come on! We find out that Bowser wants to marry Peach like the simp he is. It's like Mario Odyssey, but less interesting in my opinion. Mario and the Kongs race on Rainbow Road, and it's very cool to see this iconic map in a movie. However, Bowser finds out and sends his minions to attack the Mario Karts. Also, the Blue Shell Koopa made me laugh just because of all the times that Pizza prevented me from first place in Mario Kart.
You can't escape me! What? Blue Shell!
Mario and Donkey Kong are sent to the water while Peach and Toad return to the Mushroom Kingdom to warn everyone about Bowser as Bowser invades the kingdom. And this gooner makes Peach enter his castle for his stupid wedding. They hold a ceremony while Luigi, the Luma, the Penguins, and the Kongs are slowly getting sent to lava. However, Peach says no to Bowser, completely based. No one would date that creepy guy. And thankfully, Mario and Donkey Kong are saving the Mushroom Kingdom from the Goon Squad. Using power-ups, Mario uses a Tanuki suit. Very cool to see that. I like the Tanuki suit in Mario. Although I really didn't like how Donkey Kong incorrectly called it a raccoon suit. Different power-ups, idiot!
Full raccoon suit! Really? Not at all!
Peach saves Luigi using her ice flower by stopping the mechanism that sends Luigi to the lava, and Tanuki Mario saves him from getting burned. However, the Simp unleashes a Bonsai Bill to destroy the kingdom, and the Bonsai Bill is basically a nuke. Mario flies the Bonsai Bill to escape getting the nuke sent, and he sends it to a pipe, which causes a merge between Earth and the Mushroom Kingdom. Bowser is angry that his stupid wedding got cancelled. This is like the only time he feels like a threat, like he should be, and it's all because he couldn't get with a hot princess. Luigi saves Mario, and they manage to get the Superstar, and this is a very cool scene, just completely annihilating Bowser's Goon Squad. They then shrink Bowser, should have killed him, but sure, I guess. The entire town cheers him on, including Giuseppe, who is voiced by Charles Martinet. The movie ends with them living on Mushroom Kingdom, and really? Mr. Blue Sky? Another 80s song. This is not Guardians of the Galaxy. There's two post-credit scenes. One is another stupid Peaches scene. Another, oh wait, it's Yoshi! And that was my review of the plot of the movie. Overall, it's a good movie, but it could have been great. Maybe if they didn't make Bowser an annoying simp, or didn't use too many 80s songs, this could have been great. I also feel like Mario is just like every other Chris Pratt character I've ever seen, like Emmett or Star-Lord. And I just didn't really find him that interesting in this movie. But overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. And it's good, but could have been better. I'm hoping the Super Mario Galaxy movie is better. So if you like this video, I recommend subscribing and turning on notifications, and goodbye.